So that's where I'm at with the cabins right now. I still have this loose so I can remove it. I gotta still do railing pieces down here and things like that, so I gotta make a decision on that soon, on how I'm gonna put my railings in through here, down here, most likely up as well. Although the lifeboats go up here. But here's a railing as well. In the picture here, I'm doing this little edge on the hull. Right there. The half round edging, which I don't have. So I'm taking sticks, they're right here, and I'm gluing them together staggered to give me a width. And then I'll half round it a bit and put it on the side of the hull. And I'll most likely bring, if I have a little bit of paper here or something, doesn't matter what I show it with, I'm most likely going to bring an edge up like this afterwards in white cardboard behind that for the deck, just a small bit that runs along the side of the hull. So there you go, 3 boards glued in. It's going to be the length of the boat. I'll just keep doing this until I got two lengths of the boat and ready to shape it and glue it on. Yeah, so I'm chiseling and grinding this kind of curve in here, and in the picture this is quite thin in here and mine's a bit too bulky, so I'm just trying to shape it. I've chiseled it a bit and now I'm trying to do it with my diamond cutter thing. I like using that, I don't know why. Yeah, these old boats had kind of like a long bow to it, but it was very thin down the bottom here. It was their style in those days. I'm just trying to work this out. So when I got this done, this is my rough. I'll take the rough sandpaper and plug her in, of course, would help. And we give it a twirl and you can see how quick it can go from a real rough finish to semi. Look at that, see? That's all I do, and then I change this to fine. I think you can see that, can't you? I was cleaning up quite quickly. So I'll just keep at this until I get the right shape. So the hull is shaped, and then I'll fine sand it. Well, some of you might say, why am I chiseling this out now? Why didn't I finish that earlier on? Well, I finished to what I thought was fairly close. Now, you know, when you remove yourself and you do a little bit of cabin work and do some other stuff and you come back, realize that it needs to be done a little bit better. And then you can see what you need to do sometimes just by removing yourself for a day or two. And I just feel this has to curve in here more, and this bow edge has to be straight at the end. So the reason just I need to get away from it sometimes, and it gives me a break from doing the same thing, you know, if it gets too monotonous. And so, you know, I'm that kind of person. So that's why I do this. So back to the chiseling. I only sat down to get in the frame here for you guys. So back to chiseling the bow, bow. I'm clamping the second side of the strips. Now, I put that strip, when it was finished, the other one, in the kettle and stuck on the top of the kettle and had boil and bent it on and stuck pins in it so it gets the shape. So it's gone really pretty good to the back here where it cracked open a little. So I'll have to do some kind of splicing in there and try to get that around that back hull. As you can see, it's split, so I'm going to have to put a new piece on there. that's the way model making goes sometimes. But it's going to look lovely when it's finished. So there's my half round. Now I'm going to put a little cardboard in here, in this slot, and have it come up a little, so I've got my little edge for the boat itself. Because the boat does have an edge just there. So when I take this off and glue it, I'm going to stick a piece in here that comes up a little to give it my little boat edge. So now it's really shaping up. So what did I do today? I painted the bottom rivets with a bronze look. And I did the top as well, and then I put in rivets in there. I've added this wood in the back on the circle, so it's improved. I put wood on the bottom of the cabin so that it lifts up over this edge. I've sanded this, smoothed this out, this whole area here, the hull, all the hull, I smoothed it out with speller sanding. Clean this up a little. And so now I'm just going to make a little bit of epoxy fill and fill in some of the little holes around the deck and let it dry overnight. But it's coming along nicely. So, got quite a bit done today. I had to do some other stuff, so, you know. Let's keep moving on, I suppose. Tomorrow we'll see what I'm gonna do. I gotta put little rivets in, little holes in here yet, so still quite a bit to do. Yeah, I put the, where's my finger? Here we go. I put this wood on around the back. The 3 stripes is pinned on for the night. Finish off that buffer zone. I painted the upper and lower deck, the windows, with brass paint instead of silver. To look a little more bronze, brass-like, the olden days. Put wood on the bottom of the cabin, the steer wheel house here, to bring it up a little so that this clears the top of the deck there. So, and I've sanded the hull to a smoother finish, so that it's much smoother than it was. And I got some little holes here I'll fill tonight with, see here there's a little split there, and there's some other little holes I'm going to fill with epoxy tonight, let it dry overnight. So that's where we are at the moment. And it's beginning to look like a nice little boat. And I got the little, if you look in the windows there, there we go. We got the little rivets. A little bit uneven, but it kind of adds to the feel for the boat. When you pull away, you don't notice it as much. Basically a toothpick or a paper clip is great for making little spots like that with paint.